talk to you about one of the subjects that I'm interested in looking into. And I've been looking into it indirectly for years, but it's really what I call the existential absolute, to be able to reach that. And the best way to explain something is by examples. You notice that you listen to a song and it touches you in a very special way. It's not just the music or the words or who sang it, but it just touches. It hits a very deep side of you, and it gives you a sense of meaning that you couldn't put into words. But you sense it, and it elevates you. And it gives you that sense of inspiration, or that you belong where you are, or that life is worth living. You lose your fear of death. You begin to love yourself and others. That is the existential absolute. And the way to reach that, especially through the arts, science is very difficult to, because science can actually confirm things for you. But I think if you get into the mythology of the individual, even the mystical aspect of the individual, which is really, there's nothing esoteric about it, it's just the mystical is the immeasurable part of you that's still there. For example, that absolute existential feeling is not something you could measure. You can't go to a functional MRI, you can't do any blood tests, but yet you're there. And when you reach it, you know that you're part of something greater than yourself. So why is this important? Because when you learn to do this, then you find the absolute in many things that you're doing in your life. Relationships, your work, the people that you love, your knowledge, the people that you want to know. And when you find the absolute, you find a tremendous connection with other people. When you meet somebody, for example, and you say, I really want to know this person. There's something about this person, I don't know what it is. It's not just attractiveness or intellect. There's something that's a conglomerate, the whole greater than its parts. And you find that and you say, I really want to know this person. I don't know why. That is that you're reaching your absolute and connecting with that person's absolute, even though you haven't talked about it. So it's an underlying tacit knowledge that's there. It's like an undercurrent that's out there. And you can bring it out when you tune into that concept, absoluteness in your life, and it's always there. So look for it. Look for it within yourself, and when it happens, don't try to analyze it. Just experience it, and you say, I'm in the absolute country right now. How does that feel? And what was it that allowed me to go there without too much analysis? If it's a song, there's something that it brought me to that absolute. If it's a person, something that brought me to the absolute. And rather than trying to operationalize it and put it into language, allow it to be a tacit knowledge that you know how to access without necessarily being able to talk about it. And that reminds me of Michael Polanyi, who said that we know more than we can say. So that's one of the ideas of tacit knowledge. So look for your absolute, because that's really the meaning of life. Enjoy.